Assalamualaikum. My name is Faris Ilmi bin Anwar. Metric number C8125. Today we will present about case study California water pricing. So my part is introduction. Water is a critical and essential resource worldwide and one of the most significant issue of our time. It is sustainable use. Sadly, water will soon be considered a scarce commodity as demand, powered by economy and population growth pressure, and climate change impact access availability. Among several definitions of water security available in the literature, we need a specific framework in which we can analyze water as a commodity, link water to its price and social good. Everyone has access to adequate clean water at an affordable cost to lead a healthy and productive life and protecting the vulnerable from it. Within this concept, discussion of water pricing as a tool for achieving sustainable development goals can be developed, taking into account not only the water management sector but also various socio-economic aspects. However, utilizing water pricing as a tool to specifically manage water demand can be dangerous when considering the unstable political situation some developing countries have suffered by isolated pricing policy. Water pricing as a tool must therefore be analyzed so that not only the tool itself but also a set of other strategies are placed into action to acknowledge the complexity of the socio-hydrological relationship. The scale of these research consider national policy that can be applied at the local level, such as for cities and specific industrial and productive sector within a country. We then analyze water pricing taking into account its effect on water demand, in which we provide a summary of sectoral and temporal dynamic regarding the application of water pricing and spatial aspect. To assess the performance of water pricing policies that have already been applied. Finally, we critically analyze the potential of water pricing as a tool for water security, in which we analyze the aforementioned case study and establish trade-off in water pricing as a tool for regulating water demand, while also assessing the consideration of water as a good in the outcome of the policies of the case study applied.
Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. My name is Nur Alina Nazira Batis-Kifli. My metric number 268148. So, take part of problem statement. So, I'm gonna present about my part. So, about a problem statement in California water pricing is to summarize the current situation and problems association with it. At present, the current situation is having some problem with it. There are some concern raised about the level of prices that were set by the water district. The proportion of cost that would have to be paid by the agricultural users and the residential users was not balanced. Therefore, the prices that were paid by the agriculture use were lower than the prices that has to paid by the residential user perfectively. As a result, this gave rise to the introduction of marginal cost pricing system in order to allocate the accurate price to the water that was used by agricultural users and the residential users in the growth of crop. Despite this, the introduction of this new system would also alleviate the problem that were faced previously. There will be several gains after the elimination of the current problem regarding the pricing of water resources, which will give rise to the creation of winners as well as the winners. Hence, the order to deal with these hurdles, there is a need to make an anticipation regarding which group that which region in California would have a greater impact upon it. Moreover, this problem came into existence because of the other energy resources. Water was also the limited natural resources. Initially, there were no restriction regarding the use of the water, and it was easily available from rivers or streams. But nowadays, due to the rise in population, the restrictions are put into place in order to deal with the pricing of water for the use of crop. For example, the water system that developed within the legal framework is physically that institutionally complex. California has 1,251 major dams and the two biggest irrigation projects on earth. It's mean the Gargantuan Central Valley project operated by the several government since 1902. Divert 1/3 of the Colorado River flow primarily to Southern California farm and ranches. The state water project began in 1959. Served chiefly Los Angeles and Kent County. This engineering feat satisfied only 60% of California enormous of water. The rest come from underground. To ensure a safe water future for people, businesses, farmers, and the environment, we need to have enough funding. Financing in water solution is important. Increasing people access to sanitation and drinking water bring large benefit towards the development of individual countries through improvement in health outcome and the economy. But the level of the prices that stated by the water district increase the marginal water pricing. Economy theory suggests that marginal cost pricing is the key to ensure customers make efficient consumption decision in the water industry, which requires significant upfront investment for long-lived assets. This marginal cost concept can be difficult to apply. This is what we call long-run marginal or incremental cost concept. Are not purely theoretical approach for setting prices favored by economists. Regulators internationally, particularly in Australia, have begun to adopt this marginal cost concept as a method for setting tariff and encourage efficient consumption. The distinction between marginal cost for the purpose of setting prices that and concepts used more widely in important here. The forward-looking using long-run marginal cost may not be the only relevant cost standard for calculating marginal cost. For example, in other contexts where specific legal standard may apply, this case study focuses in attention for on how marginal cost prices system impact to the market and the implication of marginal cost concept for economic efficient.
Greetings, my name is Nurhanani binti Sarmani. Okay, today I would like to present about the solving problem about California water pricing. Okay, how would implementation of a marginal cost pricing system for water impact total agriculture consumption and total urban consumption of water in California? Okay, the implementation of the new marginal costing system going to have an impact upon the consumption of water. This will be applicable to both the agricultural user and as well as the urban user. The differences in the marginal costing scheme will take place in different regions of California. The reason behind this is the nearness of the prices of water to the true marginal cost and also due to the low true marginal cost in other regions. Moreover, the factor share of water, which represent the total cost, has been accounted for by water. Due to the implementation of the marginal pricing system, the price of water will show an increasing trend, and as a result, both the agricultural user and urban user are going to make an efficient use of the water for the growth of their crops. For example, farmers of a given crop also incurs different costs of production, largely because some land is more fertile than other. No consistent data are available with which to estimate the precise size of the cost variations, but it is clear that some farmers operate on marginal land while other farms land that returns large profit to owner. To the next point, how would implementation of a marginal cost pricing system impact the market for agricultural crops? Clearly indicate the effects on the market equilibrium, price and quantity, as well as on the well-being of consumer and producer of these goods. After the implementation of the marginal pricing system, it is going to have an impact upon the price and the quantity of crops available in the market. By relating this with the concept of supply and demand, it can be mentioned that the prices are going to increase most probably, and it is clear as per her exhibits, and hence due to the implementation of the pricing system, if the price for water are going to increase, then it will be going to result in a less quantities of crops being produced. On the other hand, this approach is also going to result in the benefit of urban user, because previously they had to bear higher costs regarding the payment of water. The producer will also benefit from this new costing system due to elimination of the monopoly from the market. However, it will have a greater impact upon supply and demand of agricultural crops. I will pass to my next group members for the next point.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name Ainur Farisha binti Muhammad Shahizam, matrix number 268098. Okay, my part is about the solving problem, which is how marginal cost price system impact to the market and the implication of marginal cost concept for economy efficiency of how we manage our limited water resources. Okay, these are 8 affordable California water solutions of how we manage our limited water resources. Such realistic ideas can go a long way to ensuring a safe water future for people, businesses, farmers, and the environment. And it also will create a good new jobs and we can afford. Firstly is funding. First, use bond already accepted. More than 3 million of bonds already approved by the voters are still valid. Current fund should be carefully invested in highest priority before voters are asked to support further borrowing. They include safe drinking water for hundreds of thousands for California who are unable to drink the water that come from their faucets. Next is recycle. Recycle is the most important to increase water supply by securing recycling. Okay, that is more water that it can deliver from the massive state water to adequately replenish our water resources. Next is river flows. Establish delta and major river flow norms. A major reason for California's fisheries decline is the lack of science-based knowledge and guidelines about how much water is required to keep them safe. This knowledge will also improve the reliability of our water supply by telling us how much water we can efficiently recycle for citizens, farm, businesses, other companies. Okay, other than that is delta tunnel options. Analyze a smaller tunnel in a delta instead of a massive 10 billion plus peripheral canal slightly larger than a Panama Canal. We should look at a smaller tunnel to allow some water to be diverted from the North Delta along with some diversion from existing facilities in the South Delta. This would be far less expensive and less disruptive to Delta prime agriculture. Screen ingestion from the smaller tunnel may minimize fresh deaths. The tunnel will also have safe water supply if the delta suffered major leaf failure. After that is conservation. Require water natural development. In the next 20 years, California needs to be accomplished to accommodate a further 10 million residents without taking extra water from sustainable agriculture or the environment. And the next is farmland. Farmland is we need to convert unfarmable land to generating energy. Okay, there are hundreds of thousands of acres of land on the west side of the San Joaquin Valley which go out of production due to unsolvable drainage conditions. Converting these unstable lands into solar production on a large scale we create new jobs in manufacturing. Other than that is installation and also maintenance. Next is the protection. Protection is to secure the primary source of water in California. The headwater of Sierra Nevada watershed are threatened by the fire, flooding, other charge caused by climate change. We need to invest in watershed restoration to keep the largest supply of water in the state and to protect the natural environment. Lastly, the future funding. We need to find a smaller link to water while the economy is improving. If California's economy bounces back over the next 2 years, voters will then approve a $3 billion bond to cost-sharing creative water supply program, ensuring clean drinking water and overdue conservation of the state's most important fisheries. That's all from me. Thank you so much.
Hai, Assalamualaikum and salam sejahtera to my lecturer Puan Munzarina binti Ahmad Samidi. My name is Nur Sofia Natasha binti Mazafandi. My matric number is 267698. Okay, today I would like to present about my part. My part is conclusion for the California water pricing. So the California water law could be broke into the several chapter like the stories. Many development have taken place in the law, and they are controlled by the federal law with the some reductions over the users of the water. However, since there are more dams and have bigger projects that supply water irrigation system throughout the states, besides that, government has more issues regarding through the uses of water, the water pricing strategy, and diffusion of the water as well. Okay, so furthermore, it can be said on the country, which is California, has all history of in the water system from the beginning, settled to the control system of the government, where government put up some rules of the uses of the water and limit the water conservation that has led the people and farmers to use the water or waste it. Okay, since it has affect them to use water wisely and benefit from it as much as possible. So there are three solving problems on that case. Firstly, the implement of the new marginal costing system is going to have an impact upon the consumption of the water. This would be applicable to both the agriculture users and as well as the urban users. Secondly, after the implementation of marginal pricing system, it is going to have an impact upon the pricing and the quantity of crops available in the market. So the lastly for problem solving problem, how marginal cost price system impact the to the market and the implication of the marginal concept for economy. There are three water solution, which is use bonds already accepted, river floors, recycle, farmland, protecting, and future funding. Okay, that's all from me. Thank you.